The Thunderbolts asterisk. When it was first announced, I wasn't too thrilled about it. It's a Marvel work, so I gotta see it. I'm a longtime fan. But at the same time, the trailers did not sell me on this project at all. Except for the last one, that was pretty good. But in terms of the product we did get, I was surprised how much this movie worked as an anti-Avengers 2012. Down to the setting. You have Stark Tower renamed the Watchtower, Valentina plays the anti-Nick Fury bit, and the Void is basically Loki and the Chitauri wrapped up into one character. Except these guys aren't the Avengers. We aren't dealing with a group of heroes from space, from Earth, who use technology, who are fish out of water, out of time, from all sorts of backgrounds, and they're joining together as one to save the world from an alien threat, and it involves a flashy, fiery nuke. These people practically met each other, much like the Avengers, come from various backgrounds. Bucky here was in Congress, and probably better than the actual Congress, Ghost, the Black Widow cast, and John Walker. They all have their own baggage, much like the Avengers, yet they choose to be heroes. But how it's played is very different. The Thunderbolts here, they save a little girl, and in a burst of dark humor, she immediately gets turned into a shadow by the Void. This film deals with characters confronting the fact that they are broken and they help another character who is also broken. These characters all have their own baggage, much like the Avengers, I said, but it's played out differently. How differently it's played out is that instead of the playful snark of Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, it's not playful anymore. Right now, when you watch this movie, all the snark, all the Marvel-isms, as they are often called, it's not played much for comedy and jokes. It's played because there are venomous issues between these characters. And I also didn't expect to like the Void / the Sentry that much. I was not a fan of Bob in the comics, but man, did this movie make you feel for him. And it's very, very cathartic at the end when the Void is defeated. I think the biggest criticism I have for this movie is the death of a very specific character. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I think you know who it is because the internet has probably already told you. And then there's the other criticism, which is the post-credit scene. It looks just off. Costuming, lighting. It feels like they slapped it together at the last minute because they realize, oh wait, this is a Marvel film. They need to have a post-credit scene. But overall, I was satisfied with this movie. Those are just my thoughts. Please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.